Good morning, and welcome to our weekly Angel Tarot card reading for Monday, June 27th to Sunday, July 3rd. I am very sorry I am posting this late. We had a busy weekend, got a lot done around the house, and finally went kayaking. I've been trying for weeks and weeks, so we finally got to go, which was fantastic, right before the rain. So anyway, I'm a little bit late. I hope you guys had a great weekend as well. Cards. So it looks like we are using Dragon Oracle cards. I have a couple decks here, so we'll see what they pick. See what they pick. They often pick ones that I don't. So anyway, I have a couple here. Just grab a handful. There's for Monday, Tuesday, which is today, Monday. We have Gold and Silver Violet Flame Dragon. Okay, Gold and Silver Violet Flame Dragon. So, transmuting the old, transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for a transmutation. Magic and healing offer service under grace. Transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. I love that. I don't know if you can see. It has the dragon there, and the dragon, there's like a little butterfly right aside of it. Okay, so then you have the big mean dragon and the little tiny sweet little butterfly. So anyway, it's interesting. Although I'm sure the dragon is supposed to be, kind and stuff too. But and it's in a circle of flames. So kind of like out with the old and in with the new, right? So what is it that you have been allowing to hold you back? All right, there's some kind of old thinking, old grudges, somebody hurt you and maybe you never got over it. There's some kind of issue that it's in the back of your mind. You think you got over it, but you really didn't, because, when things get difficult, it kind of rears its ugly head. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, I forgive that, or I forgive myself, I forgive whoever, this happened, and we did the best we could at that time, and yada yada yada, and I'm over it, yay. And then something happens, and bam, it's right back to you. It's like, oh yeah, well, you remember this? Often it's to yourself. I think we are meaner to ourselves than anybody else. You would never be that mean to another person, unless they really, really, really hurt you, and you were super hurt, or angry, or maybe you're just an angry person. I don't know. Your business, not mine. But anyway, so what is it that you can't forgive yourself about? You apparently made a decision at some point, and you used the best you had at that time. You did your best, okay? You made that choice with the life experiences that you had up until that point. Okay, so there's a reason why you chose that path, all right? Whether you think it was the wrong path, the right path, it doesn't really matter at this moment, okay? What does matter is that you did the best you can with what you had at that time, okay? So right now, you're in a different place. You have different circumstances. It's easy to look back on a situation and say, oh, I made the wrong choice. Of course, you would know now. You can look back and see all the things that surrounded that, all the things that played out, all the people that were involved, oh, I've sneezed, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so yeah, what did they say? Hindsight is 20/20. So, excuse me. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay, yay, allergy season. Okay, so you need to allow yourself forgiveness, okay? You need to allow yourself, you need to forgive yourself like you would forgive your best friend, all right? Because you have to be your own best friend, all right? You are stuck with yourself your entire life, okay? People will come and go, and there are people who will travel like most or your entire life with you. That is absolutely true. But you are the constant. You're always with yourself. You're always with your thoughts. You're always, a product of yourself, okay? If you hate yourself, you're going to have a miserable life. It's just all it is to it, okay? So if you made the wrong choice, accept that you did that. You don't have to say it was right. Accept that it happened. Take the learning message from that and move on, okay? Allow that that to transmute into something better. Okay, so that meaning that you could take that experience, okay, that bad experience or whatever, and now the information that you learned from that will allow you to now move forward in a more positive, well-informed way. All right. And because you have that knowledge, you can share that knowledge with others so that they don't make the same mistake. Okay. Often we have life situations that happen that we chose on our path before we came here. Yes, you have. We're not going to get into the whole, how many lifetimes you've been here and stuff like that. But you have a life path, and yes, we've talked about that before, that, there's free will and there's different ways that will come about. But there are also probably things that you set ahead of time on your path saying, okay, these are situations I'm going to deal with so that I can learn and grow as a spiritual being, and as, that I can help the world, okay? Help the world move forward. So take that bad experience, turn it into something beautiful, like a butterfly. Because we are growing and changing every day. So that is Monday, Tuesday. So today, forgive yourself and move on. That was a very long-winded version of that card. All right, so that was Monday, Tuesday. Let's look for Wednesday, Thursday. I have our Archangel Oracle cards. They're very pretty. I might say that about all of them, but some of them, Okay, see? Look how pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, Archangels. Okay, we have sensitivity for Wednesday, Thursday. Archangel Haniel, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Okay, sensitivity. So here, I believe we just had this card, like last week. I swear we just had this card. So we might be feeling a little extra sensitive this week. Those days. We have an angel playing the harp. There's swans in the background, because I remember saying about the swans. She's also surrounded by roses, which is like surrounded by love. Okay, so know, as you are sensitive, that you are surrounded by love. So we can take this one of two ways. All right. So because this reading is for several different people, I want you to take the one that better suits you. Okay. You could be sensitive, as in I am feeling sensitive emotionally. I am feeling vulnerable. I'm taking things, that people are saying and maybe twisting them a little bit, not intentionally, okay? Not intentionally, but now that we know that it's going to happen, we can watch out for it, okay? So, even something as simple as oh, you look nice today. Well, did I not look nice yesterday? Do I not typically look nice? See how that compliment can be turned into something complete opposite, okay? Like I said, we're mean to ourselves. So obviously if someone says that, it had to have pointed out something negative. Okay. So let's be careful of that. Let's take a breath. Someone says something and it immediately triggers that response, oh, really? Take a breath, take a second, really think about it. Be like, maybe they just thought you looked extra nice today. You know what I mean? Maybe you spent a little more time, you did your hair, you put on something nice. I don't know. Whatever you do, you. So anyway, you may be feeling a little vulnerable. Okay, that's okay. Sometimes we have those days. All right. But just try and relax and accept your compliments and things at face value. Okay, sometimes it just means what they say. Sometimes there isn't some kind of passive-aggressive hidden meaning. I mean, sometimes there is, but sometimes there is not. Okay, so take it as a compliment, move on. All right, so the other half of this could be that we are feeling sensitive to energies. Okay, we are noticing energies and patterns and different synchronicities and things like that we hadn't been noticing before. Okay, not that we didn't notice things before, but a specific pattern, okay, like a specific number grouping, okay, say you're seeing 222s or 444s or whatever, okay. Numbers have different vibrational meanings. You can look them up online. I'm not going to do that for you. At some point I'll pay attention and know what they mean. I know 444 means you're on the right track. 555 means there's change coming. There's different things, okay. Or say there's a billboard on your way to work that you never really noticed, and now you're you notice it more now, or like you notice a little part of it that you never saw before. You know what I mean? Because obviously there's usually a lot going on these boulevards. Apparently there's something that like maybe you didn't notice, okay? And now every time you drive past it, it pops out, and and then you're thinking about that, and then a song that comes on that's like follows a similar vein. You know what I mean? It's kind of that sort of thing, right? It's a message. It's the universe sending you a message. God, your angels, whomever you believe in or don't believe it, whatever. Okay, sending you a message, helping you on your path. Pay attention to that. Okay, dreams are really good. Okay, if you're having repetitive dreams, if you have your dreams that are even following a similar pattern, you know what I mean. It doesn't have to be the exact same dream. You know what I mean. It's like, okay, well, you have a dream that you are being washed away in a current. One night. The next night you dream that you're at the ocean and you're washed under a wave. The next day you have a dream that there's a flood and you see things being washed away. You know what I mean? Clearly that means that, there's a pattern there. There's a pattern there, and maybe you are feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you're feeling swept up in life. Maybe, you need to honor whatever that message is, okay? You don't have to, but being they're going to so much trouble to share it with you, it probably means something, okay? And your angels, your guardian angels, your the ascended masters, God, and whomever has your best interest at heart, okay? You're not here to suffer. You're not here to suffer. I don't care who told you are. You're not. And the sufferings that you do have are ones that move you along on your life path. Okay? Yes, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to say, why would I choose to suffer? I don't know. But clearly, here we are. It is what it is, I know that's a terrible saying. It's like, suck it up, buttercup. Again, terrible saying. Okay? So, Wednesday, Thursday, sensitivity. Maybe oversensitive, vulnerable, maybe sensitive as to intuition. Okay? And then we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to use one card. Okay. And they are the Archangel Michael cards. So they are a mixed bag of heavy energy with them. And every time I think that the energy is like lightening up a bit, it just kind of like swoops back down. All right. For me, I'm not saying for you. All right. Just what I am noticing in my own life. All right. I feel like I get up one hill and make it to the top, and then, I roll down super fast and then start up another one, which in a way is good because it is moving me forward. But sometimes it feels overwhelming that you need to stop and take a breath. Okay? So be kind to yourself. All right? We are all on that roller coaster. We're all going up and down, and enjoy the ups and tolerate the downs, and be kind to yourself as much as you can. Okay, that is my 2 cents on that. All right, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the weekend, we said take this time, take your time making this decision. Okay, so what is it that you are trying to decide? All right, and I feel like it's something bigger. You know what I mean? Something big. Like a move to a different location, a job change. Getting married, breaking up. Getting a pet, you know what I mean? Like big life-changing type things, okay? And I'm not sure why that is. I don't know. This is your story, not mine. Although it is mine as well. And I've been going back and forth with some things, and I know which direction I'm going, but maybe you don't. So anyway, but take your time making this decision, okay? Archangel Michael, please help me stay strong and relaxed as I approach this situation. Remind me to detach and step back, allowing the situation to naturally unfold. Thank you for protecting me. Okay, sweet. Help me to stay strong and relaxed as I face the situation. Okay, so this is telling me that although there's been something weighing on your mind, okay, that you're not quite sure what to do with, and yes, it's sometimes easier. I'm one of those people, it's like, you know what, make a decision, get it done, okay? I would rather jump in, get something done, than sit around and wait to find out, like, oh, well, something better could have come down the line 3 years from now. I'm not waiting 3 years. I'm anyone who knows me, I am not a patient woman. Okay, do my best. So like this would be difficult for me. Okay, so if there is like a big life decision, obviously you need to honor yourself by allowing the time for the right things to unfold for you to make the correct decision. All right. And correct isn't even the right way, because any decision is correct. It's all going to help you on your path. All right. Whether it's a pleasant journey or a not pleasant journey, that's a whole different story. But yeah, so it is probably not the time to make big decisions. It's time to, you can give them consideration, you can journal about them, you can meditate about them, but it may not be time to actually just jump. All right, jump and the net will appear. That's fine, but sometimes the net has holes in it. Okay. So take your time, allow yourself, give yourself a break. You don't have to figure it all out in one day. You don't, you have time. You have the benefit of time that you can, last week we talked about handing it off to our angels. Okay. If it feels too big a decision for you at this time, hand it off to your angels and say, here, I don't know what to do with this. Hand it off to God, hand it off to the ascended masters, the Holy Trinity, whomever is your guide. Okay. Not that you need one. If you don't believe in any of that stuff, that's fine. Hand it off to nature, to the universe, or just push it off and say, here, I'm going to wait. Okay. But for me, I have beliefs in all sorts of things. So anyway, I'm handing it off to my angels, to God, to those who help me on my life path. Okay. Because they could see down the line, that they could see things that I cannot see. All right, so I'm going to hand it off and allow them to either hang on to it for me until I'm prepared to make that decision, or to make some things work in place for me so that it's easier to make that decision. Or sometimes the decision's made for you to your best good. Sometimes if you don't do anything and you don't hand it off and you just hide and ignore it, it's made for you in the wrong way. Even making no decision is a decision. Okay, so that's the other side of the coin. All right. But for now, let's just chill, relax, and know that this is going to take some time. It's going to take some time. It's not going to happen all in one day, and that's okay. That's okay. Life is a journey, all right, not a destination. So Monday, Tuesday, we have our gold and silver dragon. All right. It's all about change and transformation. Okay. Forgive yourself and move on. All right. Love yourself. Okay. Then for Wednesday, Thursday, we have sensitivity. Be sensitive to the energies coming into you. If there's any synchronicities, any intuition, pay attention. Those are messages for you. Or perhaps you are just feeling vulnerable. All right. Maybe you're just feeling bad about yourself, or bad about some situation or something like that. It's okay. Be kind to yourself. Allow others to be kind to you as well. And then for the weekend, we have take your time making this decision. All right. You don't have to do it all in one day. You don't have to figure it out all at once. Okay. You have time. All right. So I hope you have an amazing week. All right. Next week is 4th of July week. I have some things going on with work this week, so I may not be able to do dailies. If I can, I will try. This reading may not get posted until this evening because I need to rush off for work because it's later than I should be here. I have much to do, as I'm sure you do too. So I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time. Blessings.